In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I would like to send a shout out to our platform. First of all, to my deacons of reality in the chat room. I don't know how you brothers do it, but I appreciate it. My deacons of reality, Soul Brother 85 and Brother Twin Pyramid. I really appreciate you being here. I don't know how you brothers do it, but it's all good. To our sister Noble Levine, to our Dr. Omar, to our brother Taalik, to our sister Karen, to our sister Ingrid, our sister Ann X. Thank you so much for doing that, Brother Twin. And my sister Rashida Strober, and to all of us who come here, whether we agree with one another or not, we understand that the most important thing, yes, Sister Deity, we understand that the most important thing for us is our escape from an oppressor. I do not want to argue and debate you about our personal beliefs. I don't believe in God. Well, I do. I believe in Santa Claus. I don't. That's not going to help us. In fact, it's a detriment to our effort to finally seek to end this incarceration that we find ourselves in for the last going on 500 years. You should be sick of it. I know I am. But also at the same time, we should be mature enough to handle our differences. I should not have to watch my speech because I am afraid of hurting your feelings like you're a child. The topic that we've chosen for a few minutes is religion and science does not mix. I notice in YouTube this thing where religion and spirituality, those who believe in divinity, they want to bring science to the platform. It's called belief, my friend. Belief does not require evidence. Belief does not require science. Belief does not require facts. Either you believe or you don't. But you want to try to use science because you know that science is evidence, it's factual. So you want to try to mix science with your fairy tales. You don't debate because you would get more T-up. That's why people won't debate. You sound okay. How you doing there, Smo Daddy? All right. You get tore up. That's why people won't debate. You sound too stupid. Well, whatever. That's nice. My moderators are on the case. We're not on that this morning. I give them opportunities to speak in that manner, and they don't show up. So this shows us that the intent is just to be a troublemaker. No more, no less. It is not to try to learn. It is not to try to educate oneself. It is not about brotherhood. It is about simple disruption. As they would say in the Black conscious community, a method of COINTELPRO. I'm happy that I'm worthy of COINTELPRO. Bring it on. I didn't know I was worth the time. But I noticed that it's a desperate effort among the religious believers, spiritual believers of the supernatural. I noticed that there is a desperate effort to try to legitimize themselves by trying to mix science with religion. Science does not endorse religion. I don't care how many articles you say and read and you do your research. Science and religion does not mix, because science is supposed to be based upon facts as possible. Logical theory. Spirituality and religion is based upon belief. Could be not. Who's to say? That's what belief is. Belief is founded upon the supernatural, that which is outside of science. That science cannot explain it, it's supernatural. It defies nature. Belief, such as Jesus walking on the water, that defies science. And other things like animals talking in the Bible, fire talking, spirits and spooks and demons and reptiles, and the list goes on and on. Science does not support these things. Now look, you love spinach. I don't. And so if I tell you I don't like spinach, and I make a whole YouTube channel about how I hate spinach, now you will have some people come on. Why you don't like spinach? They'll be all nice and civil. I like spinach, blah, blah, blah. And you would tell me, well, you don't like spinach, you just don't like spinach. I have the right not to like spinach. But when it comes to your religion and your spirituality and your divinity and all your make-believe fairy tale stories that you tell yourself every day, I tell you, I don't like that. It's cartoons, it's fairy tales, it's garbage. Now you will let me get away with not liking spinach, but you will hate my guts. What you mean you don't believe in Jesus? What you mean you don't believe in God? Now we have a problem. Now why you don't care whether or not I don't like spinach or not, but if I reject your God that don't exist, the spinach actually exists. We see the spinach. We grow the spinach every day. I don't see your God. All this stuff you talking, God gonna do this, and the demons, and the 6 dimensions, and the spirituality, and the melanated is connected to the universe. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence except talk? Belief forces the brain to accept that which is illogical. Because when we are first told these things, if you are honest with yourself, you will tell me that your brain reacted like, that don't sound right. Because that's not logical. And your brain is a computer. And your brain, this don't compute. And you force your brain to accept something that does not register. Now, if you do that to your computer, it'll destroy your computer, mess your computer, it won't work. Trying to force your computer something that it should not be, it cannot read, it cannot understand. Your brain cannot understand that which don't exist. You want your brain to accept something you believe exists. But your brain, your nose, your eyes, your smell, your taste, your senses do not detect nothing. Nor do you have a machine, because we have something called carbon monoxide. You cannot see it. You cannot taste it. You cannot smell it. But believe me, if carbon monoxide show up, we will know that it was there because you will be dead. It exists. And we have machines that can detect carbon monoxide. What machine, what do you have to show us that your God, your demons, your spirituality, your reptiles, your aliens, or whatever the hell is, all this stuff that y'all spend foaming at the mouth 24 hours a day, what do you have to show that it really exists except you believe? Your personal experience. Spinach is real. So you can experience spinach and I can too because it's real. If your God and all this stuff you talking about was real, whether I believe or not, I should be able to experience, I should be able to see, taste, touch, smell. I should be able to experience it also. So I would be able to say whether I reject it, I still don't like it, or whatever. So I'm not an atheist. I don't know what you're talking about. How am I going to talk about something I have no knowledge of? If I've never seen an apple, how can I talk about an apple? I've never seen your God. I've never talked to your God, your Most High, Yahweh, Allah, whatever you want to call them. They never have talked to me. I don't know what you're talking about. So, how am I supposed to judge? How am I supposed to react to your God? I don't know. I've never seen it. Now, you can tell me about your mother, and you tell me your mother is alive. Now, I don't have to see your mother. I know that you came from a mother, but I don't have to see your mother or meet your mother. But if you tell me she's alive, I would believe, no, I know that you have a mother. I don't have to never see your mother. I know you came from a mother. But you cannot do the same thing with your God. You cannot show clear, convincing, overwhelming evidence of the existence of your God. It's a belief. A belief does not require evidence. Now you have scientists and you have scholars, you have these different people. They believe in these religious fairy tales. So they try to take their scientific scholarship, they try to take facts and and try to blend it in and try to validate their belief. Well, you see, I'm a scientist, and I just learned this atom and this proton, and it coincides with what it says in the Bible. You are a lie. And for those who don't think for themselves, we embrace that garbage. Science does not validate. It does not mix with religion. If you actually did mix science with religion, then you would come to the same conclusion that I have. God does not exist. But you don't accept facts. You're a believer. Science would tell you, science would guide you to the conclusion that you have been lied to. There are no spirits. There are no spooks. There ain't no damn demons. There ain't no dimensions, all this stuff after you die that you're going to go to. You would accept the reality of things if you actually embrace scientific logic. But you don't. You're a believer in lies, in the supernatural. The only time you find the supernatural is in comic books, like Superman. It's not natural for a man to have X-ray vision, heat vision. He's able to fly. He can bounce over buildings in a single bound. That's supernatural. That's fantasy. That's fiction. That's imagination. That's not real. So when you talk about the supernatural, you're talking about something that's not real. It's a lie. But you want to try to talk to us. You want to bring that crap to me like it's real. It's fake. Absolutely. It's fake. You are no different than little children that you lied to about Santa Claus. We tell the little children about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, and you lie to the poor little babies. And then when you get grown, you get rid of Santa Claus and replace Santa Claus with Allah and Jesus and whatever else that you can find in the religious garbage dump. I know they don't, folks don't like how I talk. It hurts. It hurts because it's the truth. And you're too damn grown. You're an adult. You're still living in Disneyland. You still a little bitty baby. That's why when I talk, you start crying. Oh, he talked about us. Oh, he talked about the almond bears, the fat cat. Oh, he talked about Jesus. Ah, you start crying like a little baby. Right, grow the hell up. How many times I've heard people, the Realist Temple Mississippi campaign is a pipe dream and blah, blah. You never heard me cry. That's your opinion. I don't care. But see, you cry because you want to convert people to believe like you. You want another zombie like you. See, I'm not trying to convert nobody to nothing. If you want to team with me so that we can solve this problem, it's all good. If you don't, that's all good. I do not care. Because I know that you're a slave and you happy being a slave. And that's fine and dandy with me. That's your business. That's your life. I'm not going to call you a name. I'm not going to make mockery of you because you want to be a slave. However, it's very hypocritical to run around here talking about freedom, justice, and equality, and liberation, and you're really not interested. And that's what you don't like about me. I know you fake. Your actions show that you're not really serious about getting the hell out of incarceration. Your actions do not show that you want to be free. The only thing you want to do is lay on your ass and pretend to put on a show to make people believe you want to get out of here. You want to change the condition. When in reality, You love YouTube. You love Facebook. You love McDonald's. You love Disneyland. You love everything about this crap. You just get tired of your ass getting whooped now and then. But you really love this place. Because your actions show that you love this place. And you go on YouTube 24 hours a day talking about stuff that don't mean a damn thing. Garbage. That has nothing to do getting the hell out of your incarceration. Because you don't want to leave your incarceration. So here you are as a man, and your woman is locked up, and she's locked up with your enemy, and you are expecting her to treat you like some kind of prince, some kind of wonderful man, blah, blah. She's not going to do that. You have not earned that. You have not earned that. You have not earned the soul sister. You have not earned our people's respect. You have to earn manhood. You want to be treated like something you did not earn. The only thing you are is a comfortable slave in this country. That's all you are. And at the rate you're going, that's all you will ever be. But you want to be treated like you're a real man. You're not. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you are a high value man, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. You're not. And they get angry at me because I tell you what you really are. You want to live in Disneyland. You want people to call you gods and goddesses and all these beautiful names and your melanin and blah, blah, blah. Smo Daddy says equally means equally enslaved. Science and religion does not mix. The Nation of Islam teaches that Islam, a religion, is mathematics, and mathematics is Islam. Now, of course, in the Nation of Islam, they will say that Islam is a way of life. It's not a religion. It's the natural way that the black man is supposed to live. No. According to the Quran, it was revealed to your prophet Muhammad, the pedophile in the desert. According to the Hadith, he married a 6-year-old child and had sex with her at 13. That's a pedophile. Your pedophile in the desert calling himself a prophet, the Quran, Allah revealed that to him. And he said, I give this to you, Islam, as a religion. It's a religion. It is not the nature. Nature has no label. Nature has no name. What is the nature of a deer? Don't have one. Deer just act like a deer. A bear just act like a bear. I got to act like Islam. You have no evidence to show that God even created it, except you taking somebody's word. Hearsay information, they making a claim that some God revealed this to them. Islam is mathematics, mathematics is Islam. Okay. So I asked them, if Islam is mathematics, mathematics is Islam, write down the equation on paper. All mathematics you can put on paper. Let's see the equations. Put it down down, write it down. I have not seen one example of Islam as mathematics. What's his name? Albert Einstein? He put all his calculations. Albert Einstein put all his calculations on paper. So where are your calculations? Where are your equations on paper? Show us Islam is mathematics and mathematics is Islam. Show us in the Quran an example of Islam as mathematics in the Quran. The equations. You can't show it because it's not true. Science and religion does not mix. So I go on and I tell people about why I reject religion and spirituality. Because this God did not do a damn thing for me. And so, because your God is a loser, your God has no power, you want to blame me. Oh, you didn't have any faith. Oh, you wasn't sincere. You can't judge me. The only one who could judge me would be your God. And your God don't exist. Who are you to tell me I wasn't sincere? You ain't sincere either. What have your God done for you lately? Show it. Prove it. Well, if it wasn't for God, well, prove it to me. Prove it to us. What's your evidence? You giving God unearned credit. I could say the same thing if I wanted to, but I couldn't prove to you that God did anything for me. So Brother 85 said God didn't give George Floyd's family $27 million. And the sad thing is, really, that family chances are they didn't even care nothing about that man. But they get the benefit from his death. And the reality is, they're going to take $27 million and use it on themselves. They're not going to use none of that money for the struggle, to fight against the thing, the root of what caused their family members' death. They're going to go to Disneyland, they're going to go to the horse track and blow like a slave supposed, and give it all right back to the slave master. That's what they're going to do. That's why they don't have no problem giving fools $27 million, because, as they say, a fool and his money is soon parted. And even Elijah Muhammad taught that they would give a fool money. It's very difficult for a person who is wise and smart. It's difficult for somebody like that to raise that kind of funding. But idiots get money like that easy. No problem. Because they are fools. And their money shall be parted by those who are wiser than them. So you want to blame me because your God don't have any power. Has nothing to do with me. You can't judge me. Something I did wrong. But you see, history is on my side. Thousands of years of history is on my side. Where was your God when the Europeans came to America and killed almost all the Native American people here? Where was God at? Where was their God at? Where is God on the slave plantation and the slave master whooping your ass every day, raping you every day for hundreds of years? Where's your God at? Where was the God of George Floyd? He's laying on the street and a peckerwood knee in his neck. Where's your God at? When I was in the Nation of Islam, my minister came back to the temple. The St. Louis Police Department kicked him and his bodyguard's ass. Suits all ripped up and tore up. Where was Allah, Master Muhammad? Y'all gods have no power. Your God is a figment of your imagination. Your God is just like smoking weed. Escapism from reality. In your mind, your God is doing all these great things and got all this power, but in reality, nothing. Just like when you finish smoking weed, and once you get sober again, you have to face reality. It's the same thing. Your religion and spirituality and all this stuff that y'all believe in that has no scientific backup, because science does not support belief. Real science is about evidence. Real science is about what is logical. Belief is not about logic. Belief is not about common sense and being able to analyze and reason. Belief is about emotion and escapism. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I haven't seen nobody take off yet, except a bird. I have not seen nobody who believes they can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I haven't seen nobody fly, except in an airplane. Or maybe you can put one of those jetpacks on your back. That's all it is, belief. It's not real. And you so great. See, I'm going to say this in my conclusion. You so great. You so smart. But look at your condition. You can't even get a drink of water. You so smart. You have so much going on. But if it wasn't for this peckerwood, you wouldn't even get a drink of water. Because you depend on him to bring the water to your house through a pipe. A rotten, nasty pipe. Otherwise, you wouldn't even get a drink of water. You depend on him for the necessities of life. Where's your God? Why are you depending on the white man? Why are you depending on somebody that don't like you? Where's your God at? Matter of fact, tell your utility company, cut off your Facebook, your YouTube, cut off your water, cut off your electricity. My God is going to take care of me. It's not going to happen. You're not even going to do it. You're not going to do it because you know ain't nothing going to happen. Your lights and your water, you know it's not going to never come on. You know that that's a lie. But you're a drug addict. Makes you feel good. So you talk about the crackheads. You talk about the drunkards. You talk about all these people that abuse substance, and you do the same thing, except you use belief as your drug. And you are just as crazy and whacked out as somebody that's drunk and high. You act just like they do. It's all about escapism because you can't handle reality. Oh man, when I get off work, I gotta go get me a couple of beers. Why are you doing that? because you don't like the reality of your life, going to work, working hard, slaving for somebody else. And so you go, get off work, go to the liquor store, get you some beer to chill out so that you can get away and get drunk so you can get away from the reality of your life that you're a damn slave. And you can't drink a whole lot of beer because you got to stay sober enough so you can take your ass back in the morning and go back to the slave plantation, wherever that is. Even millionaires do it. The basketball players, $1 million slaves. Whether they want to play basketball or not, they got to put on the shoes. They got to put on the shorts. Go out there and entertain massa. Oh, look at LeBron James. Oh, he did that pretty dunk. He didn't even feel like playing basketball. But it's a job. LeBron James and the late Kobe Bryant and all these basketball players, yeah, they get a lot of money. The people that don't play basketball make more money than LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. And they don't play basketball at all. Many of these people, they don't sing, they don't dance, they don't rap, they don't play basketball. They make all the money because you're a slave. If you was free, you would know how to enjoy, take your talent, and exploit yourself for the benefit of yourself. But what is a slave? A slave is somebody who exists for the sole purpose of somebody else. So LeBron James, even though he's a millionaire, he benefits and exists for the sole purpose of somebody else. There's very little benefits to himself or the people he come from. And the reason why a lot of this is going on is because we're caught up in fantasy. I'll get mine in the sweet by and by. There's nobody that have died or nobody that went to these other dimensions in some kind of spirit. Nobody has come back to tell us about the sweet by and by. Far as we know, the sweet by and by could be worse than what we're living now. Who's to say? It could be better. And see, this is the thing about religion. They always use hell. Oh, you're going to go to hell. If you don't do what Allah say, if you don't do what Yah say, oh, you're going to get punished and you're going to go to hell. And how do you know I might like hell? How do you know? Well, you're going to burn forever and eternity. How you know I might like it? There's people that tell you, oh, don't go work over there. That's a bad place to work. And then you say, yeah, well, I need a job. I'm going to go see for myself. And then you go to the job and you like it. And you've been at the job for 30, 40 years. But it was hell to them. So just because you might not like hell, I might like hell. They said Adolf Hitler went to hell, died and went to hell. He might like that. Who knows? Nobody have come from heaven. Nobody has come from hell to tell us about nothing. But what we do know, we are oppressed. We're not doing good in a racist society. We know that. And either you want to keep it going or you want to get out. From all indications that I see, you don't mind living the way that you do. Because why would you get upset? Why would you get angry with me about what we propose, the Mississippi campaign, when we talk about getting power, when we talk about taking control of a school system, farmland, and all the things that you're talking about? How you gonna get upset because of our method, when your method has not produced nothing. Your belief in God, waiting on God, has not done nothing for us. How you gonna get angry at me? Because I'm sick of waiting on God. I'm sick of waiting on your research and your supreme wisdom and all this stuff that y'all waiting on. I'm sick of waiting on it. It's got to be a better way. I want it now. I'm tired of the excuses. Tired of being locked up. The same thing with my personal experience being locked up. I was tired. So I'm getting out. And you see I'm talking to you, I got out. I got out because I was serious about mine. You're not serious about yours. You're not serious about this. You just like somebody in jail, and you watch TV every day, and you play spades with the boys. You comfortable in jail. Oh, you get out? When you get out, if you don't get out, you really don't care. Why don't you be honest with yourself? You do not want liberation. You're too cowardly to be part of a revolution. You are a comfortable slave. Why don't you just admit it? Stop putting on a show, because you do not fool me. You do not fool the deacons of reality. You do not fool Smo Daddy. You do not fool us. Actions speak louder than words. Your actions show that you're not interested in brotherhood. You're not interested in unity. The only thing you want is to try to bring me and other people to your slave plantation. I don't think so. I'm not interested. Tell your slave master to go to hell. I'm not interested in slavery. I do not want God. I do not want a man or alien. I'm sick of being under the domination of somebody telling me what to do. You know you got to follow the laws of God. You got to follow the laws of the Most High. I don't have to do a damn thing except be black and die. Tell your God to kiss my backside. That's what you do. I'm sick of people trying to control and rule over somebody. I'm not your damn slave. I am a free man, and I'm going to act like one. I'm not interested in slavery. Take your slave-making, pro-black, pan-African, welfare-ass teaching, because y'all keep talking about, we going to go to Africa. I'm going to Africa. For what? So they can take care of your slave ass. So you can worship and bow down to them. I'm not interested in that stuff. I want my own. I want to be in a position to create my own laws, my own policy, good or bad. So what? It's mine. When I bought my first car, I paid $100 for my first car. It was a rust bucket, but it was mine. It spit oil, but it was mine. The floor on the passenger side did not exist. It was a big hole. It had rusted out. I had to put some boards on the passenger side so somebody can ride with me because the floor was gone. But it's mine. I want mine. But I graduated from that. I went from a $100 car. I've never bought a brand new car, but I graduated from that. But it's mine. All these cars was mine. Nobody can say they gave me nothing. I earned it myself. I don't care what Africa got. I'll get my own. And if I get something from Africa, because I paid for it, I earned it. They didn't give me nothing. I want my own. And you should too. But you're a slave. Waiting on spirits and spooks and spaceships and some kind of the black messiah, the miracles. That's why you cry when I talk. That's why you get angry. That's why they stay away from me. Because they babies, immature, can't handle the truth. You know how it is. I'm going to say this, we're going to get out of here. You know how it is when your mother and father sit you down and they basically be going off on you in love. They're not trying to hurt you. Son, you got to do better. And you sit there, that's how they are around me. Like children, upset. But I'm not telling you these things because I hate you. I'm not telling you these things because I dislike you. I'm telling us these things out of love because we can do better. Your parents are telling you things not to make mockery of you, to belittle you, to hurt your feelings. They're trying to tell you something, give you a message so that you can grow, you can mature, to help you. Because your parents love you. Some parents actually, unfortunately, some parents actually want to hurt their children. That's another topic. But good parents want to help their children be the best they can be. They're not trying to deny you certain privileges. They're trying to keep you from harming yourself, trying to help you grow. Because they already know. They already been through these things. I've been through this black power crap since the late 1960s, since I was a little boy. You telling me things I already know. You telling me things I've already experienced. And especially, don't tell me about the late 1960s, 70s, and blah, blah. I lived that. Some of y'all reading that stuff in a book. I lived it. Don't tell me about the Oprah Winfrey show. I watched Oprah Winfrey show from the very first day she aired. I love Oprah Winfrey. I always liked Oprah Winfrey. I watched every show. Even the people, when I was in the crazy house, whatever I was doing, Oprah Winfrey came on at 4 o'clock. I stopped everything I was doing. I don't care what I was doing. And I went to my TV to watch Oprah Winfrey. They would tell you, I keep it with Oprah. So these black woman basher type guys, Oprah was talking about bashing men. You are a lie. You are a liar. They never show you a show. Because the Oprah Winfrey show, I believe, have archives. They never show you the episodes where Oprah is supposed to be bashing men for whatever. Because it didn't happen. And there were many men in Oprah's audience all the time. A lot of men would come to Oprah's show with their girlfriends and their wives. And I heard nobody having no problem with Oprah. Because it did not happen. Now, did Oprah have some shows where she talked, about men or whatever? Yeah, she did. But there was no effort bashing men or whatever. Like she's some type of crazy feminist or something. That did not happen. So you are a liar. But see, a lot of y'all have to lie. You have to outright lie because you keep talking about the evidence. There was a lie saying that I was in a room with Brother Taalik in my underwear. It's a damn lie. But they never show you the video. The video is still up. If you go to the video, I'm in one of my dirty, long shirts. I'm keeping it real. One of my dirty, long shirts it's clean, but it's an old shirt. I don't play that. And I'm wearing pajamas. I'm not in no drawers. I'm not in no briefs in my house. But they liars. so desperate to try to prove somebody wrong. So since they can't find nothing truthful, they just turn to outright liars. But that's how it is. You are a liar trying to say that science embraces religion. They don't mix. And if you really believed in science, you would not believe in God or spirituality and all this other make-believe supernatural stuff that you're talking about, because science does not support none of it. And if they do, there's a scientific, logical explanation. And you don't bring logical explanations. Yours is supernatural, a belief. So I don't want nothing, and I've never told you not to believe in your God. I'm just telling you how I feel. Your God and these beliefs do not impress me. So don't even bring it to me, because your God is a loser. If your God is not a loser, then tell your God to get us out of here. I'll be happy to shut my channel down, because if your God is taking care of business, there's no need for the Reality's Temple on Earth. There's no need for a Mississippi campaign, because God is on the scene. God is handling business. But we've been waiting for days, months, hundreds of years, and your God don't do nothing, and you keep making excuses why your God don't do nothing, because your God don't exist. Your God ain't never gonna do nothing because he, she, or it don't exist. That's the bottom line. That's why. And you keep making excuses. And I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. Let your God come and speak for him, her, or itself. Why do God need you to defend him? He's the all-powerful. Tell your God to speak through my computer right now. Uh-oh, I think I hear God. Angel Snub Nub 7, stop your evil. Stop making mockery of the power. Hey, your God is talking to me. What you said, Allah? Oh, it's... Wait a minute. God is talking to me, y'all. He can't make up his mind. He can't make up his mind what his name is. He's the Most High. He's Yah. He's Yahshua. He's Jesus. Damn, he sound confusing. Hey, sir. Hey, Mr. God, you sound confused. You don't know who the hell you are? What you say, God? Oh, God said he been smoking that ganja. He said he just came from Jamaica. He been smoking that ganja. He's a little tipsy. He's gonna come to the live stream later on this evening. All right, God. All right, you boy, you joking around. What difference is my joking around from what you doing? What difference is it? It's the same stuff. Because this is my imagination, and what you talking about is your imagination. What difference is it? God is not going to come to my live stream later on, and God, your God, ain't going to come to your live stream. Never. Because it's your imagination. I say it's time we grow up. You're too old for this. I say that you suffer from Santa Claus syndrome. That's what we suffer from. You don't believe in Santa Claus, but whatever you believe in, you push Santa Claus out the way and you replaced it with some kind of God, Allah, Yah, Yahweh, Jesus, whatever, or some other supernatural belief. You just push Santa Claus out the way and you replaced it with these things. There is no difference. Santa Claus do not bring gifts and your God don't bring gifts either. Santa Claus don't come down the chimney, and your God don't come through the house, through a window. Your God don't show up either, because they don't exist. Now, when your God exists, I have no choice. But see, it's no longer belief. It's facts. And science will support it. Science and religion does not mix. I was on Brother Maurice's live stream yesterday, and this person, I guess they believe in Jesus or some kind of Christianity. I don't know what. We believe in so much stuff. And he showed how the neutrons in the brain looks like the same type of picture in the universe. So what? Because he want to try to show that his religious beliefs is real. The universe is real. The brain cells is real. What you talking about is not real, because you making a claim about some creator that you connect to. The universe is real. The neutrons in the brain is real. Your creator is a part of your imagination created by the neutrons in your brain that you have bamboozled with a lie. You made your brain accept illogical beliefs. Fantasy. You have forced your brain to accept lies. And we don't do that here. We are going to keep it real here. So if you don't like keeping it real and you want to live in la la land and whatever, that's your business. But I don't do that here. And then they talk about they want to debate me. You really don't want to debate me, because I'll make you look real silly, and you already emotional. Have you crying like a baby? Look, I have these people crying like a baby, and the debate don't even get started good. They already crying. We can't even have a debate because they too damn busy crying like a little kid, like a child. So what's the sense of me trying to debate somebody who has the intelligence of a 3-year-old? If I debate some of these people, I got to make sure I have some Tootsie Roll pops in my pocket and give it to, look, little baby, don't cry. Here's a lollipop. And I got to bring a whole lot of handkerchiefs so they can dry their tears. I mean, watch me when I interact with some of these people. They start crying. I don't even get to talk good. They start crying almost immediately because they cannot handle reality. And they want me to join them being a zombie. Twin gave me some candy to pass out. We don't do that here. There's no leaders here. We are a team. We organize as a team. And as a team, we strategize. We don't follow nobody. We don't worship nobody. We just want to live life. We're not no Muslim. We're not no Christian. We have no label. We come here, we live and die, trying to live the best life that we can. Just live our life. It's simple as that. They got to follow somebody because they slave. Who are you following? Who's leading you? Because they slaves. Have to find a Messiah, somebody to follow. Some great teacher, some great Messiah, some kind of divine person. Because they slaves. They got to find a slave master. We don't do that here. And if you want to be a slave and think you want to follow me, you're in the wrong place, because when you start following me, I'm kicking your ass off my leg. You can't follow me. Because when we win, I want to be able to say, we done it. I don't want to say Angel Snuffing Up 7 done it. I want to be able to say, we done it. Because I'm not going to do it by myself. No, I don't want to debate you because I can't afford the lollipops to give you. I can't afford the Similac to give you to drink. And it's a waste of time. You cannot do nothing with me. How are you going to beat me in a debate? Reality versus non-reality. You cannot beat reality. It's impossible. I will make you cry, and yes, I will make mockery of you. I will bring out all the guns to make you look silly because you too damn grown. It's like if you are an adult, it's not even Halloween, and you running around dressed up like a jack-o'-lantern. Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with this guy? It's not even Halloween. They run around dressed up like a jack-o'-lantern in a Halloween costume. And that's what you are. In these costumes that you put on. Dressed up like a Hebrew Israelite. What the hell is that? You've never seen a Hebrew Israelite. You just dressing up like something you think that's how they dress. Being something that you're not. Putting on these costumes. I'm an African. You ain't never been in no damn Africa. So you run out, buying a dashiki and putting on this stuff, pretending to be something that you're not. Dressing up for Halloween. Pretending to be something that you're not. And that's a hypocrite. That's the real definition of a hypocrite. Pretending to be something that you're not. That's a hypocrite. You're not Kemetic. You're not a Hebrew Israelite. You're not a Moor. You was born right here in America, and you've been here going on 500 years. You are an American. Just as much as an American as the Caucasian people that rule this land. And even you say, we built this nation. And Donald Trump said that the African American, the so-called Negro, Donald Trump, the president, who's supposed to be so damn racist, he said that the African American, the black people in this country, built this nation and don't get the credit we deserve. You can go look that up from the racist President Donald Trump, who actually have done more for us in this country than all these other supposed to be lovey-dovey presidents when it's all really said and done. He's the racist. So maybe we need to have more interaction with the racists, because it seems as though you have more of an opportunity to getting a little something done with the racists. That's why the brother photoshopped my face shaking hands with Donald Trump, because you might have a better chance with him than these other politically correct liberal pieces of garbage. You don't want to debate me. And I don't mind a little debate. I would rather say conversation. I don't want to debate you. Because there's nothing, as far as I'm concerned, to debate, because you can't bring your God. Because you should be able to end the debate. I cannot snap my fingers. I cannot do that. You should be able to win the debate immediately, simply by bringing your God to the live stream. And I'll shut the hell up. But you can't. So you're going to sit there and not debate, try to convince me, try to convert me to your belief system. It's not going to happen. Your God don't exist. I win. You can't prove your God exists. You lose. It's simple as that. So why is there a need to debate? And so you want to bring out your books and your charts. And when you finish with your books and your charts and your scientific evidence and all your crap, you're still not going to show that God exists. It's not real. It's a belief. A lie that you told your brain. And that's facts. I understand this. I know this. That's why I can't do that no more. You got me when I was a child. I'm an adult now. I don't believe in fairy tales. Children's stories. And that's what the Bible said. It says the greatest story ever told. It's a story. It's a fairy tale. It didn't say the greatest history ever told. It said the greatest story ever told. A story is another word for tale, fairy tale, fiction, fantasy. That's all that is. And you want me to believe as an adult, listening to all this supernatural garbage, as an adult, you want me to accept this as it's real. No, I'm an adult. How many licks do it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? A one, a two. I don't do that. I can't get with the children's stories no more. Bugs Bunny Roadrunner. I can't. We don't do that here. Either you're real or you fake. And most of you are fake. That's why you're going to stay away from me. Go smoke your weed, smoke your Allah, drink your Jesus, whatever you do, drink the blood of Jesus and all. Y'all keep doing that. Keep being a slave. Stop telling this lie that you want to be free, liberation, whatever. Why don't you just be real and just admit, I'm a comfortable slave? Because if I felt that way, I would tell you. I like it. I don't see nothing wrong how we live. I'm an American citizen. I mean, it has its good side and its bad. That's how I would talk. It has its good side. It has its bad side. Whatever. I'm an American and blah, blah, blah. It's all right with me. At least that's keeping it real. And of course, oh, he's an Uncle Tom. He's a son. What are you? What are you? Calling people Sambo, Uncle Toms, and Coons. What are you? What do you do different? Laying on your ass. All thing you do is make comments on YouTube videos, and you might sell some red, black, and green shoes and whatever. What the hell do you do? You get your water, your electricity, and all the necessities of life from the same place that Jesse Lee Peterson and the Coons and the Sambos, the same exact place. What make you special? Nothing. Except you run your corny mouth. That's all. Ain't nothing special about you. You don't have a pot to piss in. Because if you did, then people would respect you. But they don't have no respect for you. You just a baby in a crib crying. That's all y'all do. All the channels on Sunday. That's why I unsubscribe to all these black channels. There's nothing to learn. There's nothing to know. Subscribe to them for what? They saying the same exact crap, doing the same nothing, loser stuff they was doing way back in 2010. Ain't no difference. Now you have a brother like Brother Rashawn DeLay. I think he's getting close to 80 years old or something like that. I mean, I don't expect nothing from him. He's a very old man. Here today, probably be gone tomorrow. But you 30, 40, 50-some years old, and you still talking nonsense. You have not grown. You have not matured. You still on the level of a child. You cannot even have a decent conversation with nobody without crying. Oh, he talk about oh, you hate the black people. You suffer from self-hatred. You an FBI agent, and the list goes on and on. A bunch of crybabies. Then you talk about debating somebody. You don't have the intelligence to debate nobody. You cry too damn much. And y'all regurgitate information that you read from a book from somebody else's mind. John Henry Clark said, the Bible said, Minister Farrakhan said, you have no original thoughts of your own. Dr. Umar said, you have no original thoughts of your own. Marcus Garvey said, you have no original thought. You don't use your brain. What's the sense of having a brain and you don't know how to use it? You can't use it. What's the sense of having a car and you don't know how to drive? And there are many people, I know people who have cars and don't know how to drive. Why do you have a car? And they'll get somebody else, could you drive me somewhere? I got my own car. Can you just drive me around? Might as well call a cab. Why are you going to spend the money, waste money with a car, paying the taxes and whatever, and you don't know how to drive? But you want to debate me. I am the man here. This is the teacher here. I understand that I can be wrong. So I might tell you something today. I have no problem saying, you know, I was listening to Derail, and what he said made sense. So I'm going to have to change the way I think, because what he said made sense, and I'm going to have to acknowledge that. Y'all can't do that. You get stuck on stupid. You cannot admit that Angel Slept Up 7 tells a whole lot of truth. You want to be stuck on stupid and stay in your lie because you're not about the truth. You're not about reality. You're not about real. You're about your lie and deceit. Trying to convert people to another slave plantation. That's what you're really about. And I don't do that here. I'm not trying to convert you to nothing. What am I trying to convert people to? I'm telling you, the only thing I'm saying is God don't exist. It's not real. All that stuff, all that Pan-African, it's all garbage. And so, what do that convert you to? Don't convert you to nothing. It just gets all that nonsense out your brain so you can think more properly. That's what it does. Those things hinder proper brain development. Makes you rigid in your thinking. And you need to be flexible as you can in our situation. That's the only way we're going to get out of here. Those who have rigid mindsets, you have condemned yourself to be a permanent slave here. One of the deacons said Reality's temple is not a religion. Who do we worship? We don't worship nobody. Who do we bow down to? What is the teachings? There is no teachings. The teaching simply is the acceptance of reality. That's all. All these other things is a taught behavior. Somebody taught you this stuff. It's not real. Another man taught you these things. Another man taught you about being a Hebrew Israelite and a Moor and Kemetic and a Muslim. Another man that claimed to be inspired by some kind of God. Hearsay information. Because you never met this God in your life. Never. You just believe what this man said. The only thing we do here is look at our situation from a realistic foundation. That's all. We use common sense, reason, and logic. And being analytical. That's all. It's not no religion here. Don't need it. Doing perfectly fine without it. I don't need your God. I'm doing perfectly fine without your God and your religion and all your supernatural stuff. And you can keep doing your theory. You never heard me say one time, stop believing in God. Did I tell you to stop believing in God? No, I did not. You can believe whatever you want to. All thing I'm saying is, it's not working. And that's a fact. It's not working. Is it my fault? No, it's not my fault. But you're angry at me because what I'm saying is true, but you don't want to accept it. It is working. How? Show us so I can shut up, so I can take my channel down. Show us how it's working. It's not. That's why I exist, because it's not working. And the people, we deserve better. And they need to know that we can do better. I'm tired of being a loser. It's time that we be winners up in this joint. And on that note, another 20-minute talk turned into an hour. Never fails. It never fails. But our deacon says, if you're not trying to change, you are part of the problem. We must change. You don't want to change. If you're going down the street and a sign says, no left turn, danger, and you make the left turn, oh, my God told me I can go down this road. The sign says, and your eyes can show you, it says danger, no left turn. But you said, your God said I can do that. It's time for a change. You got to make a change. How are you going to change your condition, but you don't want to change? In order to change the condition, you must change. The reason why you stay in the condition that you're in is because you fit. Listen, because you fit into the condition. That's why it does not change. But when you change and become different from the condition, then the environment, the condition changes. Because now you no longer fit in this particular condition. Because you want to leave it. You stay in the condition because you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. You are part of the problem. Science and religion does not mix. I don't care. You can come up with all kinds of ways to try to explain it. When you finish, science does not support religion and spirituality. It does not. You believe it does. You believe it does. Science is logical. Science is factual. Belief has nothing to do. Either you believe or you don't. Has nothing to do with logic and common sense. Belief does not require evidence. Either you believe or you don't. Could be not. I'm not interested in that. I want to know. Knowledge supersedes belief. If I'm hungry, do I want to know there's an apple in the tree or believe there's an apple in the tree? If I know that there's an apple in the tree, then it's worth the effort and time for me to climb the tree to get the apple. But if I have to believe in it, then I climb the tree, an apple might be there and it might not. Who knows? It's not saying that the apple is not there, but there's also a chance the apple could not be there. It's a belief, because I can't see the apple. I really don't know. It's a belief. But if I know that there's an apple, I know it's worth the effort to climb this tree so I can get this piece of fruit. Because I know. I'm climbing this tree because I know that there's an apple. And I'm not going to be disappointed. So far, there's no evidence that God exists. You climb the tree and you searching and you talking about there's God. But you come back with nothing in your hands. There's no evidence. You have nothing to show. And you come down out the tree with nothing in your hand, and here's your apple. And I'm looking at your hand. I'm like, where is it? Here's the apple. I got it. It's nutritious. I don't see nothing in your hand. You climb the tree into the heavens and tell me about a God and come down and you have nothing. It reminds me of these children when they are playing house and they have an invisible cup, invisible coffee, invisible plates, an invisible oven. It's the same concept. Except now it's for grown people. You got this God. He's living in heaven. Invisible pearly gates. Invisible rows of gold. All of it is invisible. Pretend. Same concept. Whether it's Yahshua, Jesus, and all these different various gods and beliefs, it don't make childish. And even your scriptures say, when I become an adult, when I become grown, I put away childish things. But what if the childish thing is the Bible itself? Then what do you do? Do you still put away childish things? Or now do you keep it and hold it like you have some people? They old as hell still holding on to their teddy bear when they was 8 years old. And proud of it. Still got my teddy bear. You 40-some years old and can't go to sleep. I gotta have my teddy bear. Remember that cartoon, The Simpsons, and Mr. Burns? He's a big shot billionaire, whatever, but he got to have his teddy bear. Old man, but he still needs the comfort of a childhood teddy bear. The teddy bear rotten, basically falling apart. I gotta have my teddy bear. And that's all God is to you. A teddy bear. Something to give you comfort. You grown. You don't need God. You don't need a teddy bear no more. You don't need, a grown person should not need a teddy bear. Something to comfort you. You grown now. That's what babies do. Babies grab their parents' legs for comfort. Babies like to lay on their mama's bosom. And I do too sometimes. Babies like to lay on because it feels comfortable. Make them feel good. Make them feel safe. As an adult person, you are the comforter to the comforted. You are the one that's supposed to be providing the comfort. As an adult, you don't need a teddy bear. You don't need to be grabbing somebody's leg for comfort. You are an adult. You are the one that's supposed to provide the comfort. The father is the comforter. His wife stay at home to take care of his children. So he makes sure that they are comfortable. He goes to work. Make sure all the bills are paid. Everybody is comfortable in the house. But even he needs a comfortable. So at night, most times, he lays with his wife in her bosom, looking for comfort. But he's the comforter. He's supposed to provide the comfort. The provider. the protector. But the men have failed. And it's because of this religion, because the religion teaching you that you are a baby. You need the father to help you. I'm grown, I don't need my father. You want to go to your father's house of many mansions. I don't want to live with my father in his house of many mansions. I want to build my own. I'm grown, I'm an adult. Y'all babyfied, childish, immature. Debate me for what? All thing you're going to do is cry. Act like children. I remember I had a bad habit of that when I was little. You know, suck your thumb. That's when I was little. I grew out of that. Some of y'all, some grown people still do that. I seen grown people still suck their fingers and thumbs. Haven't grown out of it. You are a man. And then the Nation of Islam teach man is God. Well, then if man is God, then that means you have power. Where's your power at? Except talk. The Nation of Islam has been around almost 100 years. They have failed in the mission and don't want to accept it. You failed. All our people failed. Marcus Garvey failed. Elijah Muhammad failed. Malcolm failed. Harriet Tubman. All our people, they failed. Because if they were successful, we would be liberated. We would not be having this conversation. But you and I are now living at a time we learn from their mistakes and we can win. We can accomplish what they couldn't accomplish. And they will be very proud of us. We are supposed to be the greatest generation ever produced. We have everything. We have the money. We have the education. This is the right time. Everything has fallen into place except your mindset. Your mindset is not there. Because you're still acting like a child. You're still acting like a slave. That's why you cannot understand Angel Snubbed Up 7, because I'm grown. I'm an adult. Most children don't understand adults. And I heard children say it. I said it to myself. I don't understand grown people. I don't understand where mom and dad coming from. Because you're a child. You don't know. Have not matured. You have not matured. You get these religions and these ideas and you get stuck on stupid like that's 1,000% truth. It's not. Well, the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, so what? That's the past. This requires a new mindset and new strategy. It requires that you be made new. Because what you are now fits the condition of oppression. If you want to leave the condition of oppression, then you have to change who you are. The way you think, what you do, how you believe, you have to change yourself. And I'll say this in my conclusion. Even in your Bible, the Bible says that God will make a new heaven and a new earth, and the former things shall pass away. And I will also add what Elijah Muhammad taught. Elijah Muhammad said that the Islam that you know will not enter the new world. So we're talking about change, a definite change. And the former things shall pass away. Kemet is a former thing. Hebrew Israelite is a former thing. The Moor is a former thing. All the things that we grab and love is former. You need to let it go. It's not going to go into the new world because there's no need for it. It served its purpose. Now it's time to do something new. Change your life. It's going to be different. How are you going to be new hanging on to the old? How is the living going to prosper if they let the dead stay with them? Because I love you. I don't care how much you love your mama. I don't care how much you love your father or your cousin. When people die, you got to get rid of them because they decompose and whatever. Now, in some cultures, they mummify the body, whatever, and keep that body with them. But the dead and the living don't mix. The living must understand time and be in accord with time. When you're dead, time no longer exists. And that's another thing. You believe that we have all the time in the world to get things right. You don't. You're going to run out of time and you're going to get exactly what you asked for. And don't blame it on me, because I tried to tell you. You're going to get, and it's not going to be beautiful. You're going to get exactly what you asked for. Because you think this is a joke, you think it's a game, you're playing and screwing around, and you're going to get what you asked for. You think you have all the time in the world to get it right. No, you don't. Time waits for no one. The former things pass away. Gotta let the old stuff go in order to be new. We have to go into a transformation like the butterfly. See, the caterpillar, at one time, we didn't know that the caterpillar and the butterfly was the same animal. They didn't know that. They thought the caterpillar was an animal and they thought the butterfly was an animal. They didn't know that the caterpillar turns into a butterfly. They didn't know that. We must be like the caterpillar. We must be able to go into a cocoon and come out something brand new. We cannot stay the way we are right now. We cannot do this. We must change. What sense do it make to change our condition just to take the mud that we got here and put it into a new place? It makes no sense. You know how your mother or father, whoever cleaned the floor, get upset? They just clean the floor and here you come with dirty boots tracking up their floor? It makes no sense for us to create a new situation just to bring the same mud into the new situation. That's why you have to let all this stuff go. There's no need for it no more. But you're still a child. You have not matured, so you'll stay right here. So the white man can keep taking care of you. Because you need a father. You need some kind of father. You need some kind of parents to keep taking care of you. Some kind of God, some kind of Messiah, alien. You need somebody to take care of you because you'll never grow up. You like Peter Pan, a child forever. Never grow up. You like Pinocchio, made out of wood. I wish I was a real boy. I wish I was a real human being. You're not a human being. You are the product of the slave plantation. You are the product of some other man's imagination. I'm a Muslim. Is that your creation? No. You're the product of somebody else's imagination. I'm a Muslim. Did you make up Muslim? No. That's a product of another man's imagination. I'm a Hebrew. That's the product of another man's imagination. You have no idea of who you are. No idea. You belong to somebody else's property. You're always going to be somebody else's child to take care of. Somebody else's property. Either you a child or you a slave. You never grow up. And that's why it's easy for you to hold on to these fairy tale, cartoon, Justice League of America teachings, because that's what we do to our children. Teach them about Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and all the other Frosty the Snowman, and all this other foolishness. And you the same way, except it's Allah, it's the tribe of Shabazz, and blah, blah, blah. You know, King Nepentini or whatever. All this fairy tale stuff that y'all believe in. You love fairy tales. You love the same kind of lies that you was teaching your children. And do you know how it felt when you was a child and you believed in Santa Claus, then you found out it was a lie? It's very hurtful. And you look at your parents and you look at people sideways like, why you lie to me? You knew Santa Claus wasn't real. Why you taught me that? A child is supposed to look out for the best interest of their children. A parent is not supposed to lie to your babies. And then you lie to your children about Santa Claus, and then you replace Santa Claus with Jesus, Yah, Allah, with another damn lie. I wouldn't want to go into a new world with y'all liars, deceivers. Stay right here. You belong here. You earned each other. This condition and y'all blend. You're doing good. You was made for each other. But there might be a generation to come up that's sick of it. You're not sick of it. They stood all they can stand. They can't stand no more. And guess what's going to make you really upset? Oh, you'll be dead and gone. But what really would make you upset is what's bringing them or what's driving them to change the condition. Somebody seen an old Reality's Temple video. And then they said, this sounds like what we need. Then they begin to try to find all they can and create the new world that we could have created right now. But you childish and immature and selfish, arrogant. You could have been the one to bring the new world, the God that built a new heaven and a new earth. You could have done it during our time, but you refused to do so because you're arrogant and selfish and stupid. You're stupid. You are very stupid to let all this go. Everything is in place. How you doing there, Monty? So on that note, let me get out of here. I want you to enjoy your Sunday. Thank you to the Deacons of Reality. Thank you for always being here for me. I really appreciate it. It's an honor. I want to send shouts out again to my fellow panelists here on this platform, to our sister Noble, Levine. If you have not gotten her book, God is on Trial, pick that up. If you want to donate to the Realist Temple on Earth, to my medical fund, or to the ministry in general, to help us with the internet or whatever we're trying to do here, you're welcome to do that. Information is in the description box. I appreciate everybody. Smo Daddy, thank you so much again. Somebody, Smo Daddy is somebody who has been with me for a long time, at least since 2009. Still hanging, because Smo Daddy is a realist. And he knows Angel Snub 7. I'm not a racist. I don't mean no harm to nobody. I'm just sick of this condition. I want better, not only for we who are soul brothers and sisters, I want better for all of us on this planet. I don't want everybody to be like the same. I want to be able to go to China and see the Chinese. I want to be able to go to Africa and see the Africans. I want to be able to go to India and see the Indians. I want to be able to go to Europe and see the Europeans. I don't want everybody to be the damn same. What's the sense of going on vacation and everybody's the same? Very boring. How would you like to live in a world all the trees are the same, all the squirrels are the same, all the grass is the same? That's not life. That's not life on this planet. This planet is diverse. All kinds of clouds, all types of water, all kinds of dirt, different kinds of rocks. But the human being is the only one stupid enough to talk about they want everybody to be the same. You out your damn mind. That's not living. That's some kind of clone. That's some type of experiment. That's not life. Because life is variety. I want to be able to see different women. I want to be able to see white women and Chinese women and Asian women and Indian, African women. I want the women to be different. I don't want to just see the same old people all the time. That's boring. Like eating the same food every day. Many of us can't stand eating the same food every day. You want a variety. When you go to the store, there's a variety of chili because everybody don't like the same chili. You go to the store, you got all kinds of different brands of chili because everybody don't like the same. They don't think the same. I like apples. You might not like apples. That's the way the world is. But you have a group of sick-ass people in the world that want to force everybody to try to be the same. They like apples. Everybody got to like the apple. I don't like apples. Well, you have to like apples. I live with somebody who did not like red tomatoes. So when they made tomato sauce, it was with green tomatoes. I don't want green tomatoes. I don't like green tomato sauce. Everybody in the house like red tomatoes, but since they believe they run things in the house, they're going to try to force everybody to eat this nasty green tomato sauce. A dictatorship. Slave master mentality. Don't have no respect for other living beings. It's all about me, what I want. So I know that everybody likes something different, so you try to cook and you try to do it in a manner so that everybody can be happy and enjoy their life. But people who looking for slaves, it's all about me. I want rice, everybody eat rice. I want green tomatoes, that's what we're going to eat. Because they selfish, all about me. And when you look at all these religions and ideologies, they will even tell you it's all about me. Greedy, selfish. And you do not want to continue to have these type of mentalities in charge of humanity. You should want to get rid of all of them off the face of the earth. That type of mentality. All over the earth. You want to erase that type of mentality. That's what you should want to do. But some of us, we want to be like them. We just don't want to be on the bottom, but we want to be like the oppressor. We want to be an oppressor ourselves. I don't want to be your oppressor. I want everybody on this planet to be happy and enjoy your life. You're here for a very short period of time. Enjoy it to the best of your ability and let's get along. Everything is not going to be fine and dandy. That's not life. We're going to have problems. But how we living right now is really ridiculous. It's a man-made problem because we silly, because we children in the mind. Immature. That's the problem. Yeah, they are grown physically, but they're immature in the mind. Very violent, selfish, nasty, arrogant adults. So on that note, again, thank you for listening. Enjoy your Sunday. And I'll come back and speak with us every chance that I get. And I thank you so much. Shout out to Sister Noble, Brother Omar, Talib, Sister Ingrid, Sister Karen, Sister Ann X. And if I'm missing somebody, I'm sorry. Please let me know so I can give you the honor that you deserve for being here. Because it takes a special person. It takes special people, divine people, if you want to say, to come here. Because we keeping it real. Who is that? Coon X-Ray says, this man is a joker. Thank you for your view. You have the right to your opinion. But if you notice, I'm a joker, but they cannot refute nothing that we say. They can't refute nothing that we say. And that's all I care about. You can talk about me, Coon, all you want. There's not a name I have not heard. I don't care. But you cannot refute, you cannot debunk, you cannot debate what we present here. And you definitely have no plan better than the Mississippi campaign. I know that. If you do, show it to us. Stop writing silly comments. Show us your way. But your way has failed because we know y'all doing the same stuff over and over again. You have nothing new to show. And you want us to be a loser like you are. Unfortunately, my time has expired. I'm tired. I got to go and do some other things. But whenever I get a chance, I'm going to come back and talk with us. Thank you again so much. As Don Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and soul. We are Audi 5000.